Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Jason here. I'm going to be doing another book haul video. It's been a while since I did one of these. I did it back in May, and the last one I did was right after stores had started opening back up, bookstores and things like that. So I went around to all the different bookstores around and picked up a few things just because I wanted to support them. They had been closed for a few months. And they local bookstores need our support. And then one of my favorite bookstores is called Dreamhaven. It's close to my house. I go there, once a week probably. And every time I go in there, I find something great. It's an awesome bookstore. They got really cool, vintage horror, vintage science fiction, fantasy. They've got comic books. They got everything. Signed books, whatever. It's crazy. It's an awesome bookstore. So anyway, after I did my last video, George Floyd was killed in Minneapolis, and that's where I live, by the way. That's where this bookstore is, and there was all those like riots and looting and things like that going on, and this bookstore Dreamhaven actually got broken into, and it didn't burn down or anything, but there was vandalism, some destruction, I think maybe a little bit of looting. I'm not sure the extent of the damage to the store, but they closed again. And so they had just opened back up, then they had to close again, and they just opened up again. Now, 4th of July-ish, I think, is when they opened back up. So I went over there yesterday, and I just picked up some stuff. I wanted to go and support them, and so I bought a few books. And I'm just going to show you what I got. So the first two I got are Del Abyss books. And so anyone who, if you're familiar with the Del Abyss line, they're just like really cool adult horror novels. And there's, from early 90s, and they've got a reputation as being, really, really good. And so anytime I find one at a used bookstore, I always buy it. As long as it's one I don't have, and as long as it's, not crazy expensive. But anyway, I found two there yesterday. And so the first one is called Making Love by Melanie Tim and Nancy Holder. Don't really know anything about this book other than I read the back jacket, and it sounds pretty racy, pretty erotic, which, I don't really read a lot of that stuff, erotic horror or whatever, but I'm not opposed to it. I'm going to give it a whirl and see if I like it, and maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But that book looks awesome. And then the next one, this one's an advanced reading copy of Dark Dance by Tanith Lee. And again, don't really know anything about it, but I'm going to give it a whirl. Like I said, these Del Abyss books are usually pretty good. So, there's that. The next set of books, I got three here, is a trilogy. And I got these. I didn't know anything about them, but they had all three of them, and all three were signed by the author. And they're $5. They were $5 each, so I was like, I gotta just get them. And they're all in perfect condition. They look beautiful. And so it's the Masquerade of the Red Death trilogy, vampire books, vampire trilogy. And I looked them up on Goodreads. They all have pretty good reviews, like almost like high 3-4-ish range. So yeah, pretty excited about them. But anyway, the first one is called Blood War, and it's got a pretty sweet cover. Second one is called Unholy Allies. And then the third one is called The Unbeholden. So yeah, I just thought they were awesome. Like I said, they're all three signed by the author. They were cheap. I just couldn't pass it up. The fact that they had them all was just like really, really cool. So yeah, then the next book it's an Onyx imprint title. So I've read a few Onyx books too, and I usually like them. So I usually pick those up too. And this one was only $1, so I figured, what the hell, might as well. It's called The Forbidden Zone by Whitley Strieber, you know. Again, don't know anything about it, but we'll give it a whirl. So there's that. So that's what I picked up at Dreamhaven the other day, and it was, like I said, it was a pretty good haul. I could have. There was a ton of books there that I would have liked to buy. Some of them were a little too expensive for my taste, and also I didn't want to spend $1 million in there. But yeah, whatever. And so the next few books, I also got a few books off of Amazon. I've been reading the First Law trilogy by Joe Abercrombie, and I've got reviews for the first two. I'll link those up here. And I'm almost done with the third book, so I will do a review of that once I'm finished with that. But I wanted to read the standalone novels. There's 3 standalone novels that come kind of after that, and I've heard they're really great. So I picked those up on Amazon, and so I've got them ready. They're on deck whenever I decide to get to them. So yeah, the first one is called Best Served Cold. Yeah. The next one is The Heroes, and the third one is called Red Country. Now I know they're standalone novels, but everyone, or at least the community, kind of recommends reading them in the order that they were published. So I probably will do that, even though Heroes is the one that I'm most interested in. So, but regardless, that's kind of my plan. I will get to those. I think after I finish the third book in the First Law trilogy, I'll probably take a little break. I'll read some horror stuff. I'll read whatever, and then I'll come back to those kind of, at my leisure. But that's it. That's all the books I got in the last few weeks. So that's that. I'm going to continue to do review videos. I'm going to continue with my Stephen King reading project, and I'll probably do more book hauls maybe as I collect more books. It's always, like I said, I go to the bookstore once a week probably, and I always buy something. So, and I like making these videos. They're kind of fun, showing you guys what I got. So, if you guys have read any of these books, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what you thought. If you recommend one over the other, say, hey, you should read that right now, let me know. Because like I said, I don't really know much about these books, so if you guys have read them and you think that they're good, let me know. Other than that, that's pretty much everything I got. Like and subscribe. It really does help the channel. Yeah, that's all I got. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.